Hi again. This is not a Christmas video anymore, but it is kind of related to it. I had an email recently, well, in fact yesterday, from someone who remembered that I used to do DJ work back in the day, maybe 20 years ago, and did I have any of my equipment left? And I said, yes, I've got all my equipment, howbeit very dated. And they said, you don't happen to have a fog machine, do you? And I suddenly realised that in the depths of my shed somewhere I had not only a fog machine but a smoke machine and various other bits. So I dug the fog machine out, and here it is. And they said, well, could we borrow it please, because we're putting on an amateur pantomime and we need a fog effect on the stage. And I said, well, I'll have a look and see if it's working. Well, I've got it out. It wasn't working. But it was covered in grime and rust and cobwebs and everything else. But basically, the fog machine is I forget the type of it now, is an Antari fog machine, Alpha FZ80. So that was the machine, so a bit rusty as you can see. So I've taken it to bits, and basically what it consists of is a heating element here, and a tank with a liquid, fog liquid goes in, and luckily I had loads of that left, and also a pump. It's a solenoid pump. This device here is a thermal cutout, so when this gets up to a very high temperature, this will actually cut out, and it also comes with a remote control. When you first plug it in, the red light is on. There's a through circuit through here. When that opens, the red light goes out, and you are able to actuate the switch, and the solenoid kicks in and pumps the fluid through this pipe, this copper pipe here, and then at the other end, from this very, very hot element, extremely hot, and don't ever go near it with your fingers. The fluid then turns into the mist, which is what you want. So I'm just going to try this now and see exactly what we get. So first of all, I need to plug it in. Okay, so the machine's plugged in, and you can see the red light on the remote control unit is lit, and that will stay lit until the heater terminal, the heating element, which is encased in this hugely I was going to say robust, but it's encased in a lot of heat insulation material to protect the case and the other wiring. Most of the wiring in here, as you can see, is heat resistant wiring because of the fairly high temperatures involved. And on the top there you can see the thermal cutout, the thermal switch, which is just a bimetallic switch. The pump itself is a solenoid pump, and in these machines, these are the ones that go wrong quite a bit. You can take them to bits. It's a solenoid mechanism, and clean it up and declog it. But hopefully in this machine, this one is going to be okay. So we will see. So that's it. We're just waiting for this now to heat up and that light to go out. What I'm going to do is put a temperature probe on the output, so we can actually measure the temperature it's getting to. Right, I've got a temperature probe on the output of this thing. You see now it's actually up to 237, 238, 240. It's still climbing. I'm just going to check the light now to see if it's still on or whether it's gone off. 290 degrees now, and the red light is still on. So as soon as that light goes off, if I turn the other light off, 307, 309, so it's very, very hot. Do not touch the end of this this device. You will have severe burns to the end of your fingers if you do. There are warnings on the lid that if you do touch it, you know, you will injure yourself very badly, so don't do that. I think it takes about 8 minutes in total for the temperature to get up before you can use the machine. Quite a simple circuit. I will go through the circuit diagram a little bit later with you. Right, the light has gone out and we have got 460 degrees. So let's go back and I will press the switch and we'll see what happens. Well, as you can see, the machine is now working really well and filling my garage very quickly with smoke. I hope the production for which it's going to be used find it useful, and the audience can at least see some of the action that's taking place. So let's continue to test this machine and just see what's going to happen here. So while my garage is quickly filling with fog, let's have a quick look at the simple circuit diagram that I showed you earlier. AC mains comes in through a fuse, and then we have a bimetal switch, which is here. I think that's how you draw it. Looks like a face, and that feeds the heating element, which is a standard heating element, and that goes that's surrounded by the insulation material, and that returns out. There's no actual on-off switch on the device itself, so that's 240 volts in. Then we have the remote control unit, so I'll draw that as an internal device. That goes in here, and from the fuse, that's a remote, let me just write that in. And from the fuse we have a cable which goes externally, of course, to the remote, but it goes first of all to a pump and then to the remote, and in the remote there is a switch which turns the fog on or off, and so put the switch in there, and that goes to a return. From the other side of the bimetal switch there is another external cable which goes to the remote, which goes to a light bulb, and then there's a common return which takes everything back. And that really is about it. Current comes in through the fuse, through the normally closed bimetal switch, through the heating element which heats up. When it gets to the correct temperature, the bimetal switch opens. The light then on the remote unit here goes out, and then if you depress the switch, it puts the pump into circuit, the solenoid pump, and that lets the fluid, pumps the fluid through the heating coil, and that produces the vapor on the output, which is exactly what we want. So a very simple circuit diagram. Then once the temperature, once the switch closes again after it's open, when it reaches temperature, the whole process can start again. So that's the circuit. Well, thank you for watching this short video on the fog machine. It is really getting rather foggy in here, and this will continue to work until the light on the remote, which you can barely see, is shut off by the thermal switch again. I hope you've enjoyed this short video. I'll be getting back to you again soon about the bush radio, which I'm still waiting for parts on, hopefully before Christmas. But this is getting really, really busy in here now. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to open the windows of my garage, and hopefully when I do that, people outside won't call the fire brigade, because they see this vast amount of mist and smoke, fog, it's not smoke, it's fog, emanating from the garage. But this is quite an effective machine. I'm gradually disappearing from you now, but thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care until I see you maybe soon. Bye. Take care.